What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be talking about a few topics of discussion right now, including my response to MMCrypto on Twitter. And also, I want to talk about an exciting new altcoin project, a fairly new altcoin project that has a ton of potential to grow in the year 2021. It's actually one of my top altcoin picks right now that I've never discussed on this channel before. So let's just hop right into it. Sure to hit that big red subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and also hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And before we get further into this video, some of you may know that the only NFT project that I actually have exposure to is the MoonBoys collection, the Alpha collection. And tomorrow they are releasing Pose 3. And I also want to show you guys something. This is my collection here. I got a hold of the Ethereum Pose 2. The MoonBoys NFT collection is basically like the coin market cap of NFTs, right? There's no other project that is doing what they're doing, and I think this does have potential to grow in value. So the first topic of discussion is my response to MMCrypto. The reason why I'm doing this response is because I literally got dozens of messages from people sending me his video saying, Kev, oh my God, what do you think? They were all very scared of what he was saying in the video. And the video is called, "This is the scariest Bitcoin chart I've ever seen." So the past couple of videos, he has been discussing this potential bearish scenario, this bearish chart. And now I'm sure Chris from MMCrypto is very bullish on Bitcoin in general. I'm sure he's very bullish. I'm not saying that he's not bullish. I just wanted to address this particular subject. On Twitter, I made this post where I showed his chart from his video. And he was analyzing this resistance line, this macro resistance line, the long-term resistance. And the claim that he made in the video was that you can't draw this any other way. And my response is that you can, and that we don't have to be all too bearish or too scared just yet. There is another way to map this out. And that's what I posted here on Twitter. If you go to log scale for Bitcoin and you just line up 2013 to 2017, you can see that the next area of resistance comes in 250,000 or 300,000 US dollars. So Bitcoin is actually on track to continue moving up. So looking at the long-term chart here, we can see that Bitcoin is actually on track with the stock to flow model to reach potentially 250K or 300K right along this upward sloping resistance line. I don't think that MMCrypto's curved resistance line is very relevant. I think what's most relevant is if you just look at the stock to flow model, and I would actually discount this little run that we had here early on for Bitcoin. I would actually just sort of ignore it. That's all very early price action, very early market activity. That's not all that significant, and it's not really related to the trend that we're on now. Not really. So I would just look at this resistance line, and it does line up. It coincides directly with the stock to flow model. So I would say don't be too worried. I know a lot of people were messaging me saying, Kev, oh my God, is this true? And I think it's not. I personally disagree with that particular chart, right? I disagree with this chart. I think that this is far more accurate. Now, the next topic of discussion is one of my top altcoin picks of 2021. And I've never talked about this on this channel before, and that is SORA, XOR. SORA, XOR is not all that known yet in the crypto community. You may have heard about it a few times. I think Chico Crypto made one video about it in July of last year. But other than that, there's not that much discussion about this token yet, but I do think it's coming. The PokeSwap decentralized exchange is going to launch on the SORA network, and I believe that PokeSwap is going to become the Uniswap of Polkadot. So PokeSwap will launch on the SORA network. Now, what's very exciting to me is that all the transaction fees on the PokeSwap DEX, which is going to launch within the next week or so, all of the transactions on PokeSwap will be paid with the XOR token. And that is going to cause a lot of demand for XOR. This is a very complex project with a lot of cool features. I'm not going to get into every detail in this video, but something I do want to mention is that the PokeSwap decentralized exchange is going to have a built-in token bonding curve mechanism to manage the XOR price. And if you just Google XOR token bonding curve, what it says here is the SORA token bonding curve acts as the decentralized on-chain manager of the XOR token. It works by taking in reserve assets and minting new XOR, or conversely demints XOR and releases reserve assets. The XOR token supply is elastically determined through the market forces using the token bonding curve. So it has an increasing price function that's built into the PokeSwap exchange that's going to manage the XOR price, and that is the token bonding curve. And the token bonding curve is going to give SORA XOR store of value properties. So this is a very, very innovative, very interesting project. So we know that the Bitcoin halving is sort of Bitcoin's increasing price function, or the halving gives Bitcoin its store of value properties. And I'm not sure if this is necessarily completely accurate, but you could compare the halving to SORA's token bonding curve. That's kind of how I look at it. It's a more progressive store of value function. It's a more progressive increasing price function than the halving. That's just one way that I look at it. And I'm gonna stop there. This project is extremely complex. It's really cool. Definitely take a look. I'm gonna point you guys over to MMCrypto, who is going to release a video about PokeSwap, which is being built on SORA XOR, tomorrow. He's gonna release a video about it tomorrow, April 5th. On Monday. So definitely take a look at MMCrypto's channel tomorrow to see more information about PokeSwap and the XOR token. And looking at the XOR chart on the daily, we're currently trading just around 670 US dollars. And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, have I bought this yet? Where did I buy? Well, if you're a member of the Patreon, you guys know we've been buying since about 140. So that's the benefit of being in Patreon, is you know what coins I'm getting into first. You're the first ones to know what I'm buying. We did buy it at 140, and I've been averaging up around the $200 range as well. And I even bought a lot more up here around the $500 range. So I've actually been averaging up. And right now, XOR is one of my top altcoin positions. And I've been secretly stacking up, not talking about it on YouTube, only talking to my Patreon members about it. And now the time has come for the PokeSwap exchange to launch. So this could be big. Now, one thing that a lot of people worry about is they say, Kevin, oh my God, SORA was listed at $2 or $1 or just a few cents. And now it's at 668. Don't you think the price has just gone up too much? Well, SORA had a fair launch where they didn't raise any money. They just listed it on Uniswap at like a minimal price. And let's talk about that, the early activity. Let's go to log scale. If you look at the volume down here, I mean, there was days where it was like $40 in volume, $600 in volume, $4 in volume that day. $200, $80, nothing. There was like nothing down here happening. Then you had a couple whales step in, and then from $1 to $100, it was not very much time, right? Very few people actually got in at that price, right? And now looking at linear scale, other than that, other than the MMCrypto crowd, which I think got in at like $20, other than that, it's basically just been like this, about 140 or 150 down to 55, right? And I bought at 140. So, you know, I think that the way that you should be looking at it is that about $100 is like that base of support, and we've seen one breakout since. So I think we're still early. I think we are still early here. Now, could there be some kind of launch dump? Like when PokeSwap launches, could XOR's token pull back? Like some, you know, sell the news event? Of course. Something like that is totally possible. I'm not saying that we're guaranteed to go up or anything like that. I think it's a great project. I've been buying for a while, and that's all there really is to it. I think this could be going to 5,000 US dollars, potentially as high as 10,000 US dollars this year. There's only 350,000 tokens, right? So it's a low supply token, or low supply coin. And the token bonding curve is going to issue and deissue tokens to create a steady increasing price. It's basically the token bonding curve is an increasing price function. So definitely take a look at MMCrypto's video tomorrow. He does it better than me. He'll break this all down for you in a very easy way to digest. Just wanted to get a few thoughts off here. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, check out all the links below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.